Yes, I love technology. Not as much as you see. But I still love technology. Always and forever. Wipes a tear. Always and forever. Oh my gosh. I've never seen that ending post-credit scene before. I won't lie, man. This movie is dumber than I remember it being, which is saying something. This movie is very dumb. It's so stupid. I don't even know. I don't even know, bro. It barely like holds together as a full film, I think. Yeah. It has a lot of hilarious moments. I wish you'd get out of my life and shut up. There's a few nuggets. We both know I'm training to be a cage fighter. Yeah, right, Kip. You have the worst reflexes of all time. Why don't you come down here? Make your best move. I'll get it. Your mom goes to college. Welcome back to Real Legends Podcast. I'm your host, Bo. I'm here with Dan, my co-host. Tonight's movie is Napoleon Dynamite. What a movie. Oh, it was a stupid movie. Very stupid. I feel like the scene from Happy Gilmore where the guy listens to his answer and then says, "We're all now dumber for what you just said." But it's not Happy Gilmore, it's Billy Madison. That's right. No one has learned anything. Everyone is dumber from what you've said. I award you no points. Yeah, I was thinking about like what makes this movie different from Nacho Libre. Is Nacho Libre at least has a character who has a motivation, and it's funny throughout the movie, and like the story is actually told, and Nacho kind of goes through like an arc. Yeah. Where this one is just kind of like it's literally just following a dork around in his life. There's no real story. And he lies throughout the entire movie too. He's such a liar about crap. He's lying constantly. Like, yeah. Here's a picture of my girlfriend. He just got that picture from. I like her bangs. All right. Well, we might have to jump into spoilers, but just initial thoughts here. I was kind of let down by this, especially coming off Interstellar. Yeah. This was not as much of a fun movie experience as I'd hoped. I think this movie has some amazing quotes, but you don't need to watch this movie more than like once every 3 years. Yes. You're really not missing out on much. I feel like it'd probably be a better movie to have on while like you're hanging out with a ton of people and nobody's really watching. Yeah, because the story literally doesn't matter. It's just catching those like little funny moments that are sprinkled throughout the whole film. Yep. I hesitate to call it a film. Maybe just we'll say movie. Yeah. It's basically just a documentary of this nerd's life. That's all it is. Right. Oh man. Which is pretty dang funny. I mean, I laugh really hard at several moments. And like there's not a scene that isn't like at least sort of funny. Yeah, you were laughing a lot harder than I was. And I think it is like an interesting concept and even a good concept of what they have going through it. But maybe we'll jump into spoilers and then we can talk more about it. And then when we get into those story questions to see if there is any kind of story here. But do you have any other thoughts before we jump into spoilers? No. All right, fans. Well, thanks for being here at Real Legends Podcast. If you haven't already, go check us out on YouTube at Real Legends Movie Podcast and Instagram at real.legends.pod. And obviously on Spotify and Apple. On Spotify and Apple, you can comment on, or Spotify and YouTube rather, you can comment, engage with us, and we'd love to have more engagement with you. We're announcing the movies ahead of time, so if you watch them and you have anything to say about them, we'd love to read them on the air and engage with you. But with that, we're heading into spoilers, so if you haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite, you might be better off. I think everybody should watch this movie at least once. Yeah, fair enough. I do too. I don't hate it. We'll get into all of it. All right, man. Well, I will say the opening credit with like the food and the credits written on top of the food with condiments. And it was fun. And the cool backgrounds. Yeah, the night, like the vintage carpets and things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was fun. So it's kind of interesting opening shots. But then the first shot really that you just laughed at was Napoleon's standing like a dingus in front of his freaking house, dude.
And his eyes are like, they're like closed almost, and his mouth is just wide open. Such a stupid face. With his dumb curly hair and his like horse shirt.
Right. And then like the first thing he does, get on a bus and hangs out like a wrestling action figure up at the fishing line and drags it down the road. And like they're in Idaho, right? Or something.
Yeah.
2004, maybe the movie takes place. Does it actually say that the movie's supposed to take place during 2004?
That's a good question.
It takes place in the early 2000s, like around 2004, the same year it was released. Yeah. Okay. Well, cool. Yeah, so it is a weird theme because they're in like old small town Idaho and it's 2004, but then half the people like Uncle Rico and things are dressed like they're in the 70s still or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's
their haircuts and
he's stuck in 82.
Yeah, and then all the homes are old, and so they all look very vintage with their carpet and their wood paneling walls and all that old like chandeliers and phones.
It's such a funny idea that they decided to pick Preston, Idaho. I grew up 30 minutes from Preston, Idaho.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, Logan. Right?
And I've been there plenty of times. It's just the funniest place to put a movie. There's nothing going on there.
Yeah. Unless you want to watch a farmer shoot a cow.
Yeah. Which I guess like is kind of awesome because the show doesn't do anything extravagant. There's nothing in this movie that couldn't reasonably happen. Right. Like this is a movie like
very grounded.
Yeah, I almost wonder if Napoleon is based off of a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Like an actual person who was obsessed with drawing unicorns that were farting and liked ligers and had no social awareness and was always going and his grandma owned a llama. Like it's such a cool idea though with how boring and kind of lame the movie's premise is that he's just this guy. How much content and creativity they were able to take out of it.
Right. I feel like I was saying, I think it's actually like a fun premise or concept to be like, we're just going to be in this very plain and boring place and time in life where nothing really super exciting happens, but I feel like it misses in that like it's not super engaging necessarily. Like I get what they're doing with it, and I get like everything from him like waiting to get taken to the dance, and then he just runs down the road, and we just watch for like 10 seconds of him running down the road while the camera just sits there. Like I like it, and I get what they're doing with it, but when you stream it all together or connect it all together, I don't know that it makes for like a super fun or engaging experience.
Yeah, it's definitely not a movie for like a story by any means.
Very particular taste, I feel like, too.
I think my favorite character is Uncle Rico. He's so funny. Every scene with Uncle Rico is hilarious. The scene where he says, "You guys want to watch my movie?" Boy, it just says, "This is pretty much the worst movie ever made."
I think we should just go like through each scene and hit our favorite parts, because that's pretty much all this movie is. It's just the one-liners and
What'd you do for the summer, Napoleon?
I hunted wolverines in Alaska with my uncle. What do you think I did?
Did you kill any of them? Yes. What kind of gun did you use? A flippin' 12 gauge. What do you think?
Oh man! And then we get introduced to Grandma and Kip.
Kip is such a character.
Some of his stuff is funny too, where he has like that, like the kind of things he says. What is it like? Where, I do. Just like those little lines of just saying like, instead of saying yes, like yes I do.
Like yes I do. He calls him and he asks him for his chapstick. Can you bring me my chapstick? I'm really busy right now. And he has the stick of cheese in his hand. And he's grating it with moving the cheese instead of the grater. I'm really busy right now.
For the tortilla chips.
Just use some of the nurses. I'm not using any of hers, you sicko.
Yeah, man. Those moments.
The sighing is so funny.
Yeah, it's true. It's like I'm making this movie sound way more fun than it actually was.
That's the thing, though, is like the movie itself is dumb, but there's so many moments in it that are like so iconic.
Oh man! So Uncle Rico's one of your favorites, huh? So
Yeah.
he moves in after Grandma gets hurt on a 4-wheeler.
Mm-hmm. You know what, Napoleon? You can leave.
Yeah, they're watching his football video, and then later, like I think it's pretty soon after that, he like is talking to Kip on the porch about how awesome he was and he could have been like all state. And then he grabs Kip's steak and he throws it at Napoleon and hits him in the face. Just like, what the freak?
What the heck are you doing?
Oh, and Napoleon just runs inside. Oh man.
I love the scene where he's like, right after I might be jumping ahead here, but the bus must plus. Grandma just called and says you have to leave because you're ruining everyone's life and eating all our steak.
That's a good line. Should use it like a family reunion. Grandma says you have to leave because
ruining everyone's life and eating all our steak.
I gotta bust that one out. I still haven't pile drived a bowl of chips yet at a party, so I gotta do that too. Okay, so yeah, he meets Pedro, who's the quiet new kid who doesn't understand English very well.
But he clearly does.
Well, yeah. But the principal guy is kind of being a jerk to him.
Yeah.
And then he befriends him, so that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then
the scene with the girlfriend is hilarious.
Deb comes by trying to sell her photo sessions and then jewelry.
I already made affinity of those at Scout Camp. Saying affinity of something is so funny.
That's true. I feel like Napoleon is a mix of like 20 different kids I know. And like some of the different quirky things he does.
He's like super confident in like everything he does, weirdly. Like everything he does, he's super, super confident in. But he like constantly lies as well.
Yeah, to like compensate.
Yeah, he has to like lie constantly for some reason. You ever take it off any sweet jumps?
The bike scene.
Shocks, pegs, lucky.
Got it all. This is going to be us quoting the movie the whole time.
Basically, that's all there is. Man, you think I could throw a football over them mountains? You ever looked into time travel? Easy.
Easy.
Wait, I forgot the crystal.
He's just like, right on. After he hears that he's looked into time travel. Oh, dude. I forgot the crystals. Just like a thing you're supposed to put between your legs. And it just ruins your ball sack. Just like, what is going on? And Uncle Rico's like a perv with all like the high school girls and the women clientele.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man!
Just because the Tupperware were doing well, but he had to switch it to something way worse because
seriously,
yeah.
La Fonda, dude. Kip just goes all gangster with her.
Mm-hmm. She makes him gangster. It's so funny.
Oh, I gotta say the dance scene was still held up, still great.
I agree.
Loved it. I was like ready to cheer with the crowd after he pulled off those dance movies.
It's pretty hype.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
It's pretty hype. I think Rex Kwon Do might be one of my favorite scenes.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Rex Kwon Do.
So funny. The ad, the wisdom of a man, and he's sitting there choking this lady.
Yeah.
You think I got where I am today because I dress like Peter Pan over here? Forget about it.
I like how he says, "From now on, we're on the buddy system," and Napoleon's like nodding his head, like, "Yes."
No more flying solo. You need someone to have your back at all times.
Napoleon's like, "Yeah, I gotta get someone to have my back."
And he asks Pedro, "You have my back and stuff?"
He's like, "What?" He's like, "Never mind." Let's get into them. Unless you have some other scenes you want to quote. Let's see if there's anything to this story. Who's the main character? What do they want? What does he need to do or ultimately become? And does movie make us care? So Napoleon Dynamite, definitely the main character. Does he have like a want? And does he have a need?
Kind of turns into him wanting Pedro to just be successful. And also to get Uncle Rico out of the house.
Trying to think. So is he... Yeah, Grandma gets hurt early on, and Rico comes. Is that what his main one is? Like, just life to get back to normal? I feel like that maybe is temporary, or is there something else where does he grow it all?
No.
I mean, he feels like he doesn't. I think with the girl, there's something there a little bit because at first he feels like he doesn't even know how to talk to her when she's selling on his doorstep, and then he's like, "No girl's gonna want to go with me to the dance," and Pedro's like, "Well, just draw her a cute, cool picture and then ask her." He's like, "It's a good idea."
Sure.
And so he does that, but then it doesn't work out, and then he's kind of jealous that Pedro's with Deb at the dance. And he asks Deb, he's like, "So you guys like things getting serious now?" She's like, "No, we're just friends." He's like, "Sweet."
They do touch hands when she reaches for the wig.
Right. And then she gets mad at him, and you think, oh, now she doesn't like him.
And they play tetherball at the end or whatever.
But then he saves the day with the dance thing for Pedro, because Pedro doesn't have a talent for the class presidency assembly. And then she's like, all right, maybe Napoleon ain't so bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So maybe there is like a little bit of like him coming to terms with like, no, people like me, like Pedro, I made a new friend with Deb. I like her more than a friend.
Yeah, I think you might be grasping at straws there.
I'm just saying, as far as this movie goes, that's like the only thing I'm really seeing is he comes out of his shell a little more, makes some friends, and kind of moves forward with like making moves with a girl.
He cares about Pedro too a lot.
Yeah.
Just he's a homie for him. He dances for him and stuff.
Yeah, and he's encouraging him to run for class president and helps him out with the flyers.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Do the chickens have large talons?
I have no idea what you just said. Dude,
I don't understand a word you just said.
The only thing I could think of during that scene was as a LDS missionary in North Carolina, I cleaned out a turkey house.
Ew.
Which is like just as big as that one was, but instead of being in cages, they're just free roaming on the ground.
Ew.
And they're freaking huge. And they have some of them that will try to attack you. And like we were just going in there and dragging out the dead ones.
Oh my gosh.
It was so wild.
That is crazy.
Right.
It's like $1 an hour.
I love saying that one when it's like anything to do with money. It's like $1 an hour. And I don't know who that chick is that shows up at the end to Uncle Rico's van. I don't know if it's the girl he broke up with. For some reason in my mind, I thought when he got hurt, he was going to like go to a nurse and they were going to meet. And that was like who comes to visit him at his van. That was what I had in my head.
I don't know.
But then it's just some random woman we've never seen before.
Yeah. I love when Napoleon throws the grapefruit at his
van. He freaks out. And then he has another one to throw at him. And so like Uncle Rico won't run at him because he's waiting for him to throw.
Get off me, Bo, dang it! What a word. Yep, the movie is just a massive amount of just funny quotes and silly situations.
Right, just strung together.
Yep.
Like even the part where they're like, I guess it's a Preston, Idaho thing or just like a farm town thing where all of a sudden him and Pedro are like tasting milk and giving their advice on cows. It's like a farmers association club or something.
Future Farmers of America.
Is that what it was?
FFA.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They got their kind of cool jackets though.
Yeah.
If they hadn't been wearing them to school right after that scene, I would have been like, what the freak was that?
Yeah. It barely even mentions it.
Yeah.
And I like that there's a scene in the show where it's literally just Napoleon standing there completely still. His eyes are almost shut and his mouth is wide open. Some guy walks by him and just shoves him into the locker.
That's funny.
And then Napoleon goes, tries to kick him, even though he's like way far away. It's like such a dumb scene, but it's so funny.
For real.
And then when he's like, Don, can I see one of those
pins?
Can I see one of those pins? And he's like, sure. And he hands it to him. It just chucks
it down the hallway.
And runs away.
That was good. Oh man.
Dumb movie.
Would
recommend.
I don't know if I can give this a legend status. I think I'm gonna have to give this a letdown.
It's hard for me to say that it's a letdown, but I don't know if I could give it legend status either.
Right.
It's not quite a legend.
I think like in the context of being just like an obscure, unique movie, it's a legend.
Yeah.
But as far as cinema goes, I wouldn't put it on the legend list.
Dude, the amount of like culture that this movie has made though, and like such a massive impact is pretty big though.
Yeah, it's
people quote this
incredible.
movie to this day.
Sure. Yeah, and people still dress up for Halloween as
like
Napoleon.
So I can't. I think I have to say that it is a legend if I had to pick one purely for its cultural impact.
Yeah, I'll say for cinema and taste, I won't say legend, but for cultural impact and like uniqueness, I'll say legend.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. All right. Well, should we score it out?
I give it a 7. It's good enough that like I watched it and I had fun, but I'm not dying to watch it again. Yeah. Like I am with Interstellar.
Dude, I'm dying to watch Interstellar again.
Before we even watched this movie, Bo and I were just talking about Interstellar again, and we're like, dude, maybe we should just watch it again.
I seriously would have watched it again and talked about it more.
It's literally such a good movie.
If you didn't listen to that episode, go back and listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And go watch Interstellar.
That's when you know it's a good movie, is that you like are dying to watch it again.
Check out the short I made for YouTube and Instagram. It was fun, and it made me even more hyped on the movie.
The reel that he made was so sick.
But yeah, I think I'll give this movie a 6.5. That might even be generous. Maybe so 6 would be 3. Yeah, I think 6.5 is too generous. I think 6 is where I'm going to land on it. That 6 is generous. I think it's just the quotableness is the only thing that's carrying it for that for me. Do we have any movie news we want to talk about?
Yes, the director of Superman came out and said some political stuff. Did you see this?
No.
Superman director faces backlash for calling the Man of Steel an immigrant. Superman director of the DC Studios co-head James Gunn is facing backlash for calling the Man of Steel an immigrant that came from another place. His whole thing is that immigrants are great, and Superman is an immigrant, and he's great because he's, an immigrant, basically. And people are saying, like, no, the reason why Superman is great isn't that he comes from somewhere else. It's that he is raised in America, and he's brought up on traditional American values. Yeah. His whole story is that he goes from Kansas into Metropolis, but he brings his Kansas City American values into Metropolis.
Yeah. I saw the new Jurassic Park.
You watched it?
Dude, I did. Oh my god.
Oh my word.
It was so bad, bro.
It looks retarded.
Bad.
Yeah.
Dude, when I left the theater, first of all, nobody laughed at any of the moments that were supposed to be funny, right? Like where someone it sets up where someone says something quippy, and then it was just silence in the theater. There was like 2 times where people laughed, and I was like, okay, those ones were more earned. But when I left, Dan, I got up as soon as the credits hit. I got up and started walking out. Some people actually started clapping. You want to clap for something amazing like Interstellar? Be my guest. But you're clapping for freaking that trash?
Look, man, all I'm saying is that there's a reason why these movies keep getting made. And it's not because of us. It's because of other people.
I'm part of the problem right now.
This movie got a 72%.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's 72%? Well, that's fans, yeah. But it shouldn't be 72 fans.
72% of fans like it.
I think I'd give it a 1 star on Letterboxd.
The critics hated it, obviously, because critics sometimes have brains.
Movies used to be very intelligent, and so your audience must have been a lot more intelligent, too.
The fact that this movie has a similar score to Interstellar on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's nuts.
Tells you everything you need to know about today's audience.
Oh, it's so nuts. I wanted to tell everyone, including family, have you seen Interstellar lately? You should go watch Interstellar.
Yeah.
I sent the reel, to everyone.
Spread the good word.
Yeah, dude. Just doing my civic duty.
Dude, I went and knocked on my neighbor's door.
Just showed him the short and told him they should watch Christopher Nolan's Interstellar.
Yep, and I threw a bunch of dust in his yard.
With some binary codes.
And then I freaking flew a drone into his yard as well. Right through his front door.
Hijacked an Indian drone and flew it through his front door.
And then I knocked over a bunch of his books.
Drove through his cornfield.
Yep. Spread the word.
Dude, for real, I'm sad. Last year, 2024, was the 10th anniversary, and they had the movie going around in 70 millimeter film projected at theaters. I would have freaking loved to go see that.
That would have been. That could have.
So sad.
Could have made it a 10 out of 10, dude. Honestly.
I'm so sad I missed that. See you at the concession stand. Thanks for joining us.
Catch you on the flippity flop. Such a different vibe, Interstellar to Napoleon Dynamite.
I know. I feel like now I only want to watch movies that are at like that level and talk about them. Like
I kind of agree.
I don't know if I want to do. I mean, Nacho Libre was fun.
No, but that's what I was saying. Is like Nacho Libre is funny, but it also has a story.
Yeah, it has a good story.
The story is actually awesome.
Which I never realized till we sat down and talked about it. I think I
got a great story. You really actually give a crap about the kids and Encarnacion and Nacho. Like you like all those characters.
Escalito and how he has his arc and yeah, man.
It's funny and the story is compelling.
Yep.
It's funny because I used to say that Nacho Libre and Napoleon Dynamite were kind of on par with each other, but Nacho's leagues above Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah,
leagues.
And that just goes to show why. Like you have a compelling story, and it just elevates your film.
Yeah.